Master! I'll help you out!
Yuma, take a look at this document.
The emergency notice to all power plant employees?
According to this, 2 accidents occurred near the power plant.
2 accidents?
Yeah. In the first one, the drainage channel that brings in rainwater to Marunouman District collapsed. It seems like there was a separate explosion at the drainage channel exactly when the phone booth blew up.
Another explosion near the water drainage channel. Is that why water overflowed into Marunouman District?
No. If it was just an accident, there'd still be plenty of drainage capacity. The city flooded because another accident pushed it over the edge.
What accident?
There's a reservoir upstream from the power plant. That's where they adjust the water used for generating power. But the valve that adjusts the water flow is malfunctioning right now.
Malfunctioning?
The valve's locked open, causing water to keep flowing.
I see. So they couldn't drain it quick enough, and it overflowed into Marunouman District.
I highly doubt this all happened by accident.
Yeah, there's no doubt this was intentional. But why?
Better write this down.
It's too early to go back. Let's look around some more.
Attention!
It won't open. It's stuck from the other side.
Maybe water is pressing against the door. The water pressure could be keeping it closed.
Oh, right.
Looks like no one is really here. It must be serious if even the security's gone.
Well, look around. What could they even do? No.
Yuma, I believe this is about the power plant, right?
As far as I can tell, this appears like an ideal facility.
This area is at a lower elevation in Kanai Ward, so rainwater tends to pool up here.
And that's probably why it was the first place to flood. I think that's about it. That should be everything I can investigate here. I think I understand the gist of this power plant.
Arena! Second floor seating! If you see a terrorist, applaud!
What was that?
Peacekeepers? What are they doing here?
You are surrounded! Come out with your hands up and the only punishment you'll receive is a little pat on the head! From Dominic's freakishly strong hands!
Yuma, what do we do?
We can escape through that door. No good, it won't open.
Master! Calm down! Right now, We have to stay calm.
You're out of time. The terrorist really is here. They sold out one of their own. That's so funny. You terrorist clown. Look, Dominic's laughing his butt off.
Hello. Arnold RPG. How you doing?
Sold out their own?
We got an anonymous tip you were here. A certain friend was worried about your future.
What's going on? Someone from the Resistance reported us?
I'm not sure what's happening here.
Yuma,
Please do it, Fubuki.
now, don't try moving without permission. Looks like a regular office. Maybe they do administrative stuff here. There's some tea half gone on the table. People must have left in a hurry. Wait, when did you two start holding hands? What are you doing? This is as far as I can turn back time. Fubuki? What's the matter? Did something happen?
I'll explain later, Kurumi. The peacekeepers are on their way. We need to get out of here.
What? I was about to do the old "you were surrounded, so come out with your hands up" thing. Why are you out here?
Damn, we're already surrounded. We have to turn back time again.
I cannot. Once I have turned back time, I cannot turn it back any further.
Oh no!
Hello? What you talking about? Now, at this moment, the main focus is here! If this was reality TV, your faces would be totally blurred out right now. Hey, Dominic, you love throwing terrorists in the can, right? We found some terrorists for you to crush. Squish them into cans and ship them off to Director Yomi. Okay? Okay! Sorry. If I was just a bit stronger. What do we do, Yuma?
We can't get captured here. The bomb threat, flooding, and Shachi's death. I have to solve those mysteries.
That's where yours truly comes in!
Right. Shinigami, please help me.
Oh, fine! After all, I have to help when asked! The target is the mysterious death of that Shachi guy, and we now have enough clues for that. Here goes, Master! And the monster's body ready! Right! It's the real Labyrinth!
Oh, time has stopped.
You're not surprised?
Well, this is not out of the ordinary for members of the Clockford family. But who did this?
She did?
Nice to meet you. Apologies for the delayed introduction.
Why, thank you for the proper introduction. Pleased to meet you. Low-hanging, spitting butt sweep.
This is terrible, Yuma. It appears we are both falling.
Yes, I know!
Down the rabbit hole we go.
Ow! This happens every time. There's gotta be a better way!
Yuma, it appears we are witnesses to a historical moment.
Huh?
I never would have imagined discovering an advanced civilization underneath Kanai Ward. There must be treasures sought by adventurers deep inside. Oh, if I had known this was here, I would have brought along a whip and hat.
Fubuki? We're not underneath Kanai Ward. And that's what happened.
That's it!
Huh?
This is exactly the adventure I have been seeking! Hidden treasure inside a labyrinth, traps blocking our way, dangerous monsters! This labyrinth is the adventure I was born to take on!
I think that's a bit of an exaggeration.
Did she really not get it? Well, that figures.
So, you must be the god of darkness possessing Yuma!
You got it all wrong. I'm not the god of darkness. I'm the god of death.
She's like our guide for the Mystery Labyrinth.
Right. If you defy me, I'll abandon you in here.
I see. You're the guide to hell that dwells in the labyrinth. So you are the god of darkness. Then you are plotting to interfere with us. I will not yield to you.
She doesn't get it at all.
It's like she's not listening. This is why I hate naive, sheltered skanks.
Naive. Sheltered? Calling me a skank is one thing, but sheltered? Yuma, I swear I shall conquer this labyrinth! I cannot abide this vulgar god of darkness calling me naive and sheltered!
Fubuki, please, calm down.
Anyway, Master, let's do it again. We've got to put on a fiercer display than ever before for this sheltered skank.
Fiercer than usual?
Fubuki, just a heads up. Please don't take anything you're about to see in a weird way.
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
I am.
The God of Darkness was concealing a weapon all along! And yet, Yuma, you have disarmed the God of Darkness and stolen her weapon!
Master, we don't have time to deal with this. Just chop her up with a solution blade.
Absolutely not!
Here, I sped up the solution keys for you.
You were smuggling that many keys on you? You must be a serial burglar, God of Darkness! Your crimes are far worse than I first imagined!
Seriously, you're such a dumb, sheltered skank. How do you hope to clear the mystery labyrinth like this?
You called me sheltered again.
There, calm down.
I refuse. I do not like conflict, but I will not stand idly by while being insulted. For the honor of the Clockford family name, I must fight.
Sheesh, give me a break.
Now, let's unriddle this mystery labyrinth! Our target is the true culprit who preys on the truth.
I will not lose to the God of Darkness. I will conquer this labyrinth sealed in shadow and find the hidden treasure deep within.
This doesn't look very promising. Huh? I can see numbers.
It looks like a countdown. I told you a million times. The mystery labyrinth is the materialized form of the case from the real world. Maybe this is a recreation of the countdown timer that caused you such a headache.
You mean the bomb? Then if the timer reaches 0...
It'll go kaboom! You and the whole mystery labyrinth will be blown to smithereens!
What's funny about that?
Did you set up the bomb in this labyrinth? I see. A dirty trick, befitting the God of Darkness. Yuma, we must hurry. If we take too much time, the labyrinth will collapse, along with the treasure inside. Let us make all haste to obtain the treasure and escape via waterfall out of the destroyed dungeon.
Wait! It's not safe! Jeez. It's too dangerous for Fubuki to go alone. Although, maybe not. She could use her ability in an emergency.
Oh, I should let you know. Forties can't be used in here.
Huh? Really?
That sheltered skank is just tagging along inside the mystery labyrinth. She won't be able to use her abilities.
Oh, now I'm worried. Let's hurry after her. Fubuki?
Oh, Yuma, take a look at this! These cute creatures and I have become the best of friends!
Those are cues! It's a materialized mystery and... Ah! She's already buried beneath them!
Oh, another round oddity over here?
A phantom!
Found you! You're a terrorist, bomber, murderer, and... a maggot who doesn't deserve to live! You murdered Shachi from the Resistance, didn't you? Killing your own people makes you dumber than Dominic!
I didn't do it! When I got to the roof, Shachi was already dead!
I can't hear you! Sorry, I don't listen to criminals!
How horrifying! So these are the Labyrinth's monsters? You summoned such dangerous creatures to block our path?
Think what you want, but you can't move forward until you boom kill these things.
Let us do it, Yuma!
Hey, Dominic, you're good at doing laundry, right? Grab a washboard and give their filthy hearts a good scrub!
Hello, Hope Einstein. How you doing?
Just admit it! Invest in shooting Shachi on the hideout's roof! How terrible of you to shoot an ally! You even planted the gun on his corpse!
Come on!
Yeah.
Just admit it! Invest in shooting Shachi on the hideout's roof! I can help! How terrible of you to shoot an ally! You even planted the gun on his corpse! All to make it look like a suicide! With no witnesses up there!
Say!
Just admit it! Invest in shooting Shachi on the hideout's roof! How terrible of you to shoot an ally! You even planted the gun on his corpse! All to make it look like a suicide! With no witnesses up there! You did as you pleased! Go die and be reborn already, okay?
Say!
But...
Okay, I gotta figure out which one is Slice.
Just admit it!
to shooting Shachi on the hideout's roof.
This is the truth!
Yeah, figured that was it.
No, I'm not the one who shot him! I was still on the stairs when the gunshot went off! The security footage proves it!
The monsters retreated. Yuma, you defeated those monsters! Splendid! I respect you as a fellow adventurer. As a sign of my respect, may I call you the Warrior of Light?
Warrior of Light? Sure, whatever you say. Let's keep going.
By the way, Yuma, why were they accusing you of being the culprit?
Oh yeah, Fubuki, you don't remember the case. There was a murder, and I'm a suspect.
There's no way the Warrior of Light can be a murderer.
I was seen under incriminating circumstances. Not only was I a suspected terrorist, but I was also spotted next to a corpse on the roof of a building.
Was there no one else on the roof?
No one. There was nowhere to hide up there, and no other exits.
Well, that does sound awfully suspicious, Yuma. Things would go much easier if you'd just confess.
I told you I didn't do it! Whoa, what's happening?
I understand now. This place is going to sink very soon.
I know that!
I can float, so it's not a problem for me. But you two better figure something out quick.
I know that too! We just need to solve the mystery, right?
Come on, Master, concentrate!
This way! This is bad. I'm losing my strength. I can't... This way!
That was quite the surprise.
Fubuki, let's go up there.
Huh? You mean jump on it?
It's alright, this should be fine. Come on, Fubuki! What's wrong? You need to jump over here!
I am not very good at physical activity.
Huh?
I cannot do it. I lack the confidence.
Fubuki, you're an adventurer, aren't you? You should be able to jump this.
Very well. I shall reach out as far as possible. Please catch me if I fail to make it.
Fubuki! That was close.
It's too early to relax. Come on, keep going!
Thank you, Yuma. Something is off. I attempted to rewind time, but was unable to.
About that, you can't use your abilities while inside the Mystery Labyrinth.
Huh? Is this the work of the God of Darkness? Her frightening power has sealed away my forte?
So you finally noticed.
I wish you'd quit trying to make things worse.
With your precious powers gone, you're nothing but a hindrance in this labyrinth. Now stay put and keep out of trouble.
Hindrance?
About the murder weapon. The victim was killed by his own gun, right?
Yeah, the muzzle of the gun at the crime scene was still hot, and I could smell gunpowder. Out of the 6 bullets loaded in it, only one of them had an empty shell. Which means the bullet that killed Shachi absolutely came from the gun he was holding. Fubuki?
I am a hindrance.
What, still thinking about that? You should have known that already. You can't solve mysteries, you can't use your abilities, you can barely move, you've got no courage, no resolve. So yeah, you're basically a hindrance, an obstacle. Now beat it before you drag Master down with you.
Fubuki, are you okay?
I am fine. I can stand on my own. Yuma, I am terribly sorry. From here on, I shall make an effort to not cause you any trouble.
You don't have to worry about it. If anything stands in our way, we'll work together to overcome it.
No, this is something I must do on my own. I must become strong enough to take on the world before I can return to the Clockford family.
Hey, looks like she's getting motivated. Sometimes playing the bad guy gets results.
Playing? But you're always like this.
I am curious. Are you really a detective in training, Yuma? You seem far more experienced with adventuring than I am. You even had the title of Warrior of Light.
You gave me that title, Fubuki.
Master's an expert at getting dragged into other people's business. He's been forced around the block a few times. He's got a great mentor, too.
In contrast, I have nothing besides the ability to wind back time. And my only merit is useless here.
Too bad, so sad. You're not gonna make it through here.
You're getting real annoying. It's starting to stress me out. Master, help me unwind by turning them into mincemeat. Even if you
Didn't fire the gun. A friend could have done it for you. You ordered your accomplice.
launching from someplace else. Your accomplice threw the gun over to you. And you planted it in Shachi's hand. That was your magic master plan! Huh? Where was the shot taken? There's one spot where the shot could have been made. You shot from the roof of the building next door!
I'll slash through this mystery. The neighboring building didn't have any windows, so the only way to shoot the victim was from the rooftop. But that building was taller than the hideout. If the victim was sniped from that height, the gunshot wound would have been at an angle. But the gunshot wound through his head was horizontal. Based on the gunshot wounds, it's impossible for the bullet to have traveled from the roof of the neighboring building.
Get it? Since the wound ran parallel to the roof, the shooter must have been at the same height.
Well, it could be that the victim's head was at an angle at the time of impact. But in that case, we would have found the bullet lodged in the roof.
The monster conjures falsehoods to impede our progress.
But it's strange that they insist it was a homicide. If I'm not the culprit, it'd make more sense to rule it as a suicide.
That's because it is one. They're insisting it's a homicide to cover it up.
So you finally revealed your true nature, God of Darkness.
Huh?
Yuma, do not be swayed by this deceiver. This case is most assuredly a homicide.
Assuredly. And what are you basing that on?
The victim carried a gun, did he not? If so, he could have used it to combat the peacekeepers pursuing him. And yet, he hastily turned the gun on himself. I do not believe the victim was so cornered that he would commit suicide.
That actually makes sense.
That's a good point. Even if he wanted to avoid using his gun, he could have at least used it to threaten them.
So it must be a homicide.
No! Suicide!
Homicide!
Suicide!
There are 2 doors?
Huh?
The letters are written in blood. Does Yuma's blood contain holy powers? And it illuminates this cursed labyrinth? Yuma, you are more than the warrior of light. You are the holy warrior of light.
Sure, that's fine. Let's focus on this problem. Is this a suicide or a homicide? We need to narrow it down, now.
It is clearly a homicide.
Nuh-uh! It's totally a suicide!
Hello, a little bit Elsa's. How you doing?
I'm sure this is the right way.
I knew it! This case had to be a homicide.
If it was a homicide, someone else had to have been on the roof, right? But Master, you were on the emergency stairwell, and the peacekeepers were behind the door. Which means no one could have gotten off that roof. How did the culprit shoot the victim and get away? See? If it wasn't a suicide, then what happened? You better explain yourself.
Very well, I shall. I completely agree with what Yuma said.
Oh, thanks for hearing like.
didn't say anything.
I appreciate it.
So what do you think, Master?
You mean why I think it's a homicide? I don't really have a solid reason why yet. We're trapped!
Oh no! The walls!
Come on, spit it out. The mystery labyrinth won't wait forever, you know.
I know, but
Yuma!
if it was in fact a homicide, there would be some clue left behind at the crime scene. If I can just remember something.
Oh, like this? Here, this is everything left at the scene. This should be easy mode. I made sure to pull everything straight out of your memory, Master.
I'm sure there's a clue pointing to a homicide hidden here.
We do not have much time. Please hurry, Yuma!
There must be something suspicious, something that stands out. There has to be a clue. I have to find it. No, it's this! This has to be related to the murder.
Oh, the wall stopped. Looks like it's the right one.
That is the gun that fired the fatal shot, right? But how can you determine it was a homicide?
There's something unique about this gun. A revolver cylinder normally swings out to the left. But the gun found at the scene swings out to the right.
I see. That is unusual. It is incredible how you even noticed it. You really are the holy great detective warrior of light, Yuma.
It got even longer. Oh well, anyway. This gun was apparently custom made for Shachi.
The junk shot geezer said that too. How does that prove this was a homicide?
I don't know anything else about it. I just figured this was kinda out of place. It's happening again?
Of course. You haven't solved the mystery itself.
Yuma, over there! Did you try shooting it with the gun?
I'm no marksman. Oh, but it could work inside the mystery labyrinth. If this gun is the answer... Huh? It's not loaded?
If you can't shoot it, then you're still missing something.
Something? Do you mean like why I think this gun is out of place? I can't shoot the gun until I figure that out?
Well, Yuma, did you solve it?
Why was Shachi's gun built like this in the first place? The reason why must be relevant.
Are you saying you need my help to solve this? Fine. Since you're so good at begging, I don't mind helping you out one bit. Here we go! Lay it all out! Let's work together as a team. You can do it, Master! Tick tock, tick tock. Right! Keep that up!
Hello, Awesome King. How you doing?
Twirling, twirling, twirling. Go, go, go!
That's it! It's because he was left-handed! The reason the cylinder swings out to the right is to let him reload while still holding the gun in his left hand. If he was right-handed, it would be very difficult to reload if the cylinder swings out to the right. If Shachi was right-handed, he wouldn't have commissioned his gun to be designed this way. Which means Shachi is left-handed.
Look! The exit! You did it, Yuma!
Oh, it worked.
All thanks to yours truly.
No, it is thanks to Yuma's deduction.
What? But we'd all be flattened by now if it wasn't for my assist.
I will never believe the God of Darkness could willingly lend a helping hand.
Sure, say what you want. Anyway, let's hurry. Countdown is still going.
Right. It looks like the number's gone down by a lot.
You were so close to figuring out this mystery. Let's hurry it up, Master.
Yeah, got it.
What? Look! Another monster!
Alrighty, we're here as your official roadblock. Huh? You want to know why? Because the homicide route ends here. That Shachi terrorist committed suicide. After all. Right, Dominic?
You kept insisting it was a homicide earlier, but now you're going with the suicide theory?
These monsters are cheaters!
Maybe they're cheaters because they're monsters.
Are you defending the monsters? Curse you, God of Darkness! Queen of Monsters!
I'm not defending them. I can't even follow this whole monsters and God of Darkness story you have going.
Now's not the time to be fighting!
Come prepared.
Because it wasn't a homicide. Shachi definitely committed suicide.
That claim doesn't hold up! No! Shachi didn't commit suicide! All the evidence points to the contrary!
You know you're super annoying, right? Fine. I'll crush you like a bug. So what if the gun was designed for the left hand? You can still shoot yourself. Shachi shot himself with a gun in his dominant hand. Therefore, a death by suicide. There's no proof a culprit fired the gun. Say,
In that case...
so what if the gun was designed for the left hand? You can still shoot yourself. Shachi shot himself with the gun in his dominant hand.
This is the truth! Shachi was left-handed, but he was found dead with the gun in his right hand. There's no reason he'd use his non-dominant hand to commit suicide. It's an obvious contradiction. When the culprit tried to make it appear like a suicide, they put the gun in the wrong hand. Which means someone else was involved in Shachi's death. This death was a setup. It's a homicide.
You managed once again to slay the monsters. That confirms it. The homicide route was the correct one.
Seems like it. I guess I can admit defeat here.
Huh? The God of Darkness admitting defeat? Perhaps she has an honest side. No! It cannot be! Could this be an illusion she conjured forth?
You know, I don't really care, so long as we keep solving mysteries. Just keep helping my master out for a bit longer.
Let's carry on for now.
The culprit made a pretty cliché mistake getting the victim's dominant hand wrong.
Perhaps the culprit doesn't know that Shachi's custom gun was designed for someone left-handed. Shachi rarely carried his gun, so they probably never saw him hold it.
Huh, why would he go through the trouble of getting a custom gun that he never intended to use? Deep down, do you think he was just like any other violent terrorist?
Maybe the gun was a gift.
A gift? From whom?
A woman named Iruka manages the Resistance's weapons. She was the one who designed it.
Gifting a gun is so romantic. It delights my adventurer's heart.
It does?
Well, thanks to the culprit's mistake, we now know this was a homicide. But we still have a lot of unanswered questions.
Where the culprit shot Shachi.
Yep, even if this case is a homicide, that's still a mystery.
But if you know it was, in fact, a homicide, then the answer, I have no idea what it could be. For you are he who tames the god of darkness.
How?
Okay, gotta be inside the hideout, I think.
Right here!
Crap, not that one. Okay. It has to be this one, man.
Right here!
That was the right answer, but... if he was shot on the roof, doesn't that mean the culprit was also on the roof?
The culprit placed the gun in Shachi's hand to make it look like a suicide. That means they had to be there in person. The culprit was definitely on that roof.
But Yuma, you said nobody was there when you arrived.
That's what we have to figure out now. When I heard the shot, I was halfway up the emergency stairs. It took about 10 seconds to reach the roof. And in that time, the culprit vanished like a cloud of smoke from the scene.
Where could the murderer have gone?
This is...
We're back at the crime scene.
Follow the culprit's escape route?
You need to escape in the same way the culprit did after committing the crime.
Is it easier to imagine using a rope or some other tool to escape to the neighboring building? Or perhaps they used a hot air balloon?
But those high voltage lines would get in the way.
Oh,
That's what you're...
is it easier to imagine that the criminals simply went back inside through this door?
No, that's impossible. At the time of the incident...
I see. If the culprit had gone inside through here, they would have been apprehended by those peace...
Well, it's safe to say this was...
Ah, so the culprit escaped via the emergency stairs. As the culprit was in a state of emergency, it is only natural that they would make use of emergency stairs.
Wait. Master was up ahead, right? There's no way the culprit could have escaped without bumping into him.
What are you saying? Yuma is right here, is he not?
I mean, when the crime happened. Jeez, this sheltered skank and her empty head are killing me here.
Yet again, you called me sheltered!
Hey, I'm just telling it like it is.
Sheltered this,
Head
sheltered that!
burden. You're sheltered in a
I have
skank.
never even seen a
When are you
shelter,
gonna
let
start
alone been in
trying?
one. Skank is acceptable, but
gonna be
sheltered
intense
crosses
soon.
the line. Please stop
Tony.
calling me that. I have had enough.
I don't know if the culprit realized I was there. The footage from the security camera positioned here didn't show anybody around. Which makes it hard to imagine that the culprit escaped from here.
Yeah, sure. Give me some reviews about the ally.
Though it is fairly high, would it not be possible to climb down from here on a rope or ladder?
There's nowhere to hang something like that onto. Plus, from this height, it'd take a while to get all the way down like that. It'd be tough for someone to get down and gather their equipment in the short time it took me to reach the roof.
You probably couldn't jump down onto a mat from this height either. You'd die no matter how you landed.
Yuma. This is bad. We have reviewed all the possible escape routes.
And yet, we can't figure out how the culprit got off the rooftop.
Mysteriful.
This isn't funny! At this rate, we'll run out of time!
What are we supposed to do?
There's no other way besides finding the culprit's escape route. That's how it is in the Mystery Labyrinth.
Where are the entrances for cast members and the hidden entryways for maintenance crews?
This isn't an attraction at some theme park.
Well then, why do you hunt Yuma if you cannot even do your job and guide him? A god of darkness who cannot guide you is just a directionless god of darkness.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You're a stupid, sheltered skank that's completely useless.
You called me sheltered again! How many times is that now? Let's see. After the number 3 comes...
Seriously, are you dead?
quiet, please!
Head on right? When are you gonna start being useful?
I feel much better.
Together already!
Just how many insults
What's with
do
the
you
clockwork
intend to
camera
hurl
thing
at me?
anyway?
Yes, that is
For a
obvious.
winding
I'm not
time,
able
it's
to use my
completely
powers here,
useless
but
in
at
the
least I
Mystery
can be by
Labyrinth, you
Yuma's
know.
side.
The culprit must have been on their roof when they committed the crime. They escaped somehow. But how? There aren't any other clues at the crime scene. Wait, if nothing was there... What if the culprit destroyed evidence?
What? Destroyed evidence? And leave it to yours truly. I'll wring it out of your mind, Master!
You're going to recreate the crime scene again?
If you don't remember it, then I've got no choice. I'll make it a gentle beating this time around. So, which memory do you want beaten out of you?
How about when Shachi first called me up to the rooftop? The culprit wouldn't have done anything to the scene yet. I can even compare it to when I found the corpse.
Alrighty, leave it to me!
What is this daunting aura I sense? What are your intentions here?
Let's do it, Master!
It can't be!
Are you alright, Yuma?
I'm in so much pain. I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
The corpse is gone, but nothing else has really changed about this place. I believe all that happened was you were assaulted, Yuma.
Not much time passed between when you first reached the rooftop and when you discovered the corpse. If nothing changed, then there are no clues here for you to use.
Hang on. There must be something. Something that the culprit destroyed to cover their tracks.
I wrenched this memory out of your tiny brain, so you don't have much time left to look around. Your time limit is until the pain in your head goes away. You better hurry up and investigate.
Got it. I'll hurry.
Master!
When I found the body, the key was still in the keyhole, and the peacekeepers were on the other side of the door. So there isn't anything different about the door either. It seems like there's no place to hang a rope off of. There's nothing of note on this side of the wall. What is that? A storm drain? Has that always been there? Oh, right. The explosion. The explosion that happened right after I found the body must have buried it in rubble. So the drain was covered after a mysterious explosion.
Find anything, Master?
Yeah, I might have found a clue that shows how the culprit escaped.
Really? You did it, Yuma!
Mystery phantoms!
Chirp, 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 chirp. I was curious what all the tweeting was about. You're still fantasizing about all this nonsense? He committed suicide! There's nobody to pursue! After all, there's no place the culprit could run to. No one can run off a rooftop!
No one could escape the rooftop.
Which means if you can disprove that, then we'll defeat them and press forward.
What's with these weirdo fantasies? I'm saying Shachi committed suicide. You're such a maggot. There is no other culprit. No one could have left that rooftop.
That flame doesn't hold up! No, there is a culprit! And there's a way to escape from the roof, too!
Ugh, such a drag. You're still talking about that? What a downer! The culprit had to be on the roof if it's not... Not suicide. So, where did the culprit go? I can help! You can't escape through the roof door! You can't escape down the emergency stairs! Or was the culprit on the roof the whole time?
Hey,
That's true.
The culprit had to be on the... So, where did the culprit go? You can't escape through the roof's door! You can't... Stairs! Or was the culprit on the roof the whole time? All impossible! See? There's simply no place to run!
I'll slash through this mystery! No, there is a way out! The drain directly below the rooftop!
don't let any shady statement slip by.
What's that got to do with fleeing from the roof? How did the culprit escape? Go ahead and try answering that.
But
The tree? Without it? What's that got to do with fleeing from the roof? How did the culprit escape? Go ahead and try answering that.
With this, I'll expose the truth! That's right! The culprit dove into the drain from the roof! That was the culprit's escape route!
They disappeared, but...
To leap into a storm drain from atop a roof? Is such an adventurous stunt truly possible?
I wasn't sure about that as well. But if the explosion was used to destroy evidence, I think that has to be the case. The culprit opened the storm drain's grates beforehand and jumped from the roof right after committing the crime. The Doya district was flooded, so naturally the drain would have been filled with water. Then, the culprit swam away.
It would only take a few seconds to escape the roof that way. So the culprit used a bomb to blow up the area, which covered up the evidence of their escape.
Why? We defeated these monsters already!
The problem here was follow the culprit's escape route.
So we have to leap into the drain just like the culprit did?
I have to jump from up here? And now more drains have suddenly appeared! What is happening?
Master, you have to make up your mind and jump!
No, I don't! I'm already falling! This way! We actually made it.
I felt as if my heart would jump out of my chest, but we managed to get down.
It's not over yet. Look over there! Looks like all the suspects are here!
Must we fight all of them? Even Yuma cannot face 4 foes at once. They fled!
Then we better chase after them!
Chase scenes are common in adventures, but are you certain the culprit is among them?
There are only 2 ways the culprit could get a hold of Shachi's gun, the murder weapon. Either steal it from the safe or get it from Shachi himself. In any case, the only ones who could have...
Is it possible the culprit took the victim's gun by force? If so, a complete...
In any case, the only ones who could have done it are members of the Resistance.
stranger could have done it.
But if someone tried to take his gun, I'm sure Shachi would have drawn it and threatened them. If so, the culprit would have realized their target was left-handed.
I see. That would conflict with a cover-up attempted at the crime scene.
Also, the culprit issued a proclamation on behalf of the Resistance against the Peacekeepers. At the time, I didn't understand why it was sent to the Peacekeepers. But it must have been to corner Shachi by steering the Peacekeepers toward the hideout. The culprit then ambushed him when he arrived on the roof.
Which means the culprit anticipated the target fleeing up there.
Perhaps it was a planned escape route the Resistance had decided on beforehand. If they fled using the emergency stairs, it would be easy to shake off pursuers. As a matter of fact, the Peacekeepers were held up there. If he hadn't been killed, he would have escaped.
So all of it was calculated. Whoever it is, they are truly frightening.
And that culprit is among them?
If we organize all the clues we've got so far, we can narrow down who the culprit is.
But how long will they keep running? At this rate, there's no end in sight.
Master, over there!
A giant water tank?
In here, you always find the culprit if you keep solving mysteries. So the only way to catch up to them is to solve mysteries!
Huh?
Come on! I'm counting on you, Master!
Got it! In order to commit this crime, the most important requirement is to be an excellent swimmer. Jumping from that height into a storm drain would also require training and experience. Maybe they had high diving experience through swimming competitions.
We finally caught up!
The truth is crystal clear. The one who murdered Shachi... I wouldn't kill anyone!
I didn't kill anyone! I haven't done anything.
There's no way I could kill Shachi.
I haven't done anything. I didn't kill anyone!
It's you, Icardi! You took advantage of your swimming skills to murder Shachi!
Huh? What? No! That's insane! I'm not the culprit! That's bullshit! I didn't kill Shachi! I'm not the culprit!
Such a foreboding presence. Is this the true identity of the final monster protecting the hidden treasure?
But most of the mystery has already been solved. This is just its last stand. Master, let's solve this thing once and for all!
Right!
I'm not the culprit! Where's your evidence? There are other Resistance members. I know. Margala is the culprit. Margala shot Shachi on the roof.
For now,
I knew it.
I'm not the culprit. Where's your evidence? There are resistance members. I know. Margala is the culprit. Margala shot Shachi on the roof.
This is the truth. Margala has an alibi. It's impossible for him to have done it.
If it's not Margala. Then Iruka is the culprit. Iruka knows a lot about handling guns. She killed Shachi!
Safe.
If it's not Margala, then Iruka is the culprit. Iruka knows a lot about handling guns. She killed Shachi! If it's not Margala, then Iruka is the culprit. Iruka knows a lot about handling guns. She killed Shachi! And made it look like suicide!
For now.
That's why.
If it's not Margala, then Iruka is the culprit. Iruka knows a lot about handling guns. She killed Shachi!
Safe.
If it's not Margala, then Iruka is the culprit. Iruka knows a lot about handling guns. She killed Shachi! And made it look like suicide!
I'll slash through this mystery. Iruka designed the handgun, so she knew Shachi was left-handed. She never would have made that mistake faking his suicide.
It's not Margala. It's not Iruka. But you still can't say I'm the culprit. The culprit is Servat! He killed Shachi on the roof. And messed with the corpse. Then escaped through the drain!
This is the truth. Servat was traumatized after once nearly drowning, so there's no way he would have dove into a drain.
Yuma, you did it! You defeated the monster!
Huh? But what about the treasure?
That's strange. We found the culprit and also cut down his excuses. But the truth still hasn't appeared! Where is the real culprit's soul?
Also, the countdown hasn't stopped yet. It went down by a lot again.
Perhaps there is a secret final boss in this labyrinth? Wait, I know. It's...
Stop. If anything, I'm the secret protagonist.
Moving on. This means we haven't revealed the truth of this mystery labyrinth. Maybe it's because we don't have a solid overall picture of the case.
the overall picture?
There's no mistake that Ikari made Shachi's murder look like a suicide. But we don't know why he did it. If you wanted to kill him, there are simpler ways to do it. Why bring the Peacekeepers into this?
So we need to find the motive. As long as that's an unknown, we won't reach the truth.
Hmm? The water is flowing somewhere.
Oh, so it is. I wonder where it is heading.
The water flows somewhere. If the Mystery Labyrinth is a reflection of reality, the flow of water may have some significance.
Then let's see where it leads us. This could be the path to the hidden treasure.
You know, this case seems to involve water an awful lot. The slums where the crime took place are flooded, like the entire commercial area.
Right. Given that, the truth should be wherever the water leads. A dead end? And this countdown timer... looks like it's linked to that countdown, and it's dropping by a lot.
Hey, Master? Maybe this isn't a dead end. Maybe it's a giant bomb.
Huh? What?
Oh my! What a big, breathtaking bomb! I cannot help but be impressed.
You shouldn't be!
I'm sure this is the heart of this mystery labyrinth. So there's only one thing left to do. Master, you just gotta defuse this bomb too, like how you did in the real world.
This giant bomb?
If you can solve the mystery, the bomb will stop ticking. So really, it's no different from what you've been doing.
Good luck, Yuma! I am confident that you can do it! For you are the elite bomb diffuser, he who tames the god of darkness, holy great detective warrior of light, Yuma!
You'll be fine, Master! You've got the best mentor there is!
Okay, I'll try.
Seems like that was correct, yet the countdown has not stopped.
That has to mean there are more mysteries left.
You mean the diversion? What does it mean?
Since they made me defuse the bombs, the culprit's goal wasn't destruction. They just wanted to frame me as a terrorist to put the Peacekeepers' attention on me. That's why they set up such a complex, time-consuming puzzle that had me running all around Kanai Ward.
I meant I just wanted to know the definition of the word diversion.
What? I have to start there?
Look, you can find her a dictionary later. For now, you gotta defuse that bomb.
Right.
I apologize, Yuma. If only I could use my forte.
There's no need to apologize. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here right now.
Yuma.
Master, you're too reliant on others. It's about time you start doing things on your own. Well, I'm sure you can do it. I believe in you.
You believe? The God of Darkness believes in Yuma?
Focus! You're out of time, Master. Defuse this bomb! Looks like you won't be able to defuse this until you've unlocked it with a solution key. Yes! The countdown stopped! You defused it!
Great work, Yuma!
So the culprit's real goal was to flood Marunouman District. They used the bomb threat to draw the Peacekeepers' attention toward me. Meanwhile, the culprit sabotaged the valves of the power plants and the reservoir to flood Marunouman District.
But what's the point in doing that?
Perhaps they wished to sow chaos throughout the city. The resistance was challenging the Peacekeepers.
Then why not just detonate the bombs? A lot simpler than flooding the place.
It's true. If their goal was to cause chaos, they could have just used the bombs. Considering that, the culprit must not have wanted to destroy the place.
There! We finally cornered you!
Wait! Please hear me out. This was Shachi's wish.
Shachi's wish?
Shachi was always fighting for the sake of Kanai Ward. He wanted to close the gap between the rich and poor. Wanted to reduce the suffering of children. This mission was to flood Marunouman District to send the rich a message. But flooding the place is just terrorism. It would only make them angry, not actually accomplish anything. So Shachi decided to offer up his life. He wanted me to kill him, to make it look like the Peacekeepers did it. Shachi gave his life for this mission. If you expose the truth, this would all be for nothing. Are you really going to disregard his dying wish? And his sacrifice? Now that you see the truth, please, just leave!
Very well. I understand your circumstances. We shall take our leave.
No. That's a lie! Shachi didn't want this!
What? How would you know? You know nothing about the Resistance!
I've heard him speak! Shachi valued human lives more than anything!
Resistance isn't a terrorist group. We don't kill people.
We won't fight them with violence. It would only lead to more lives lost. We're gonna take them down the right way. The Resistance are not terrorists.
Shachi wouldn't resort to something as foul as this! Sacrifice? Dying wish? How dare you lie about that?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Yuma!
You'll pay for this. I'll expose the truth and defend Shachi's honor!
Let's head to the truth, Master!
Not stupid! No! I didn't do it! Shut up! Get away! That's bullshit! Stop! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Damn it all! Go away! Stay away from me! Stop! 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 You're an outsider. What do you know? You have no idea what we went through in the slums. This is a declaration of our beliefs as part of the Resistance. We have to defeat Amaterasu Corporation. That's why we plunged the city into chaos. Shachi gave up his own life for that. This is what Shachi wanted. Shachi told me to do it. This was all to defeat Amaterasu Corp. We were in a noble battle to end the disparity between rich and poor!
This is the truth of the case! Your plan has nothing to do with Shachi or the Resistance. You just wanted to take the safes!
Huh? Safes?
Many facilities in Marunouman District use safes made by Amaterasu Corporation, including the bank. These safes are completely airtight, and they can actually float on water.
Oh, we did see some safes floating around Marunouman District.
The culprit knew they could float, and planned to exploit that to steal all the safes from the bank. The safes would normally be too heavy to move, but they'd be easy to take if they were floating.
So, it was a bank heist?
Yes, that's right. That's the truth behind this case. You took advantage of Kanai Ward's unique features in your plan to rob the bank. This isn't what the Resistance believed in. In fact, you took advantage of their beliefs.
You did it, Master. Now that we've exposed the truth of this case, we just need to finish off that filthy criminal.
Right. Let's finish this. For Shachi! Let's go, Shinigami! I'll charge my solution blade with the facts of this case!
scare, a flood, and a suicide to throw the whole town into chaos! Truth bombs are about to be dropped! Time for the deduction denouement!
It all started with a request from the Resistance. Shachi asked me to set up security cameras around the city.
You got those cameras from someone by the name of Servan. But they had bombs inside them.
I had no idea, so I set up those camera bombs all around the city. The culprit hijacked Shachi's original plan and conducted a series of crimes. The bomb set up in the phone booth of Marunouman District exploded first. Luckily, there were no casualties. But the culprit also bombed the drain in Marunouman District at the same time.
Someone snitched and said you were responsible. But that must have been the culprit too.
Since the Peacekeepers' eyes were on me, it made it easier to pull off the rest of their crimes. The culprit took Shachi's gun and went to the roof of the Resistance hideout in Doya District.
Shachi followed soon after. I saw him being chased by the Peacekeepers. The culprit was waiting there to ambush him.
I was heading up the emergency stairs to the roof, but along the way...
Hey! We heard a ringing gunshot!
Shachi was ambushed by the culprit and shot to death. Once it was finished, they placed the gun in Shachi's right hand to make it look like a suicide.
But it was actually a left-handed gun! Getting caught because of your own cover-up is borderline weak sauce!
Why borderline? With their cover set up, the culprit jumped into the open drain and escaped from the roof unseen.
I thought it was impossible to jump off the roof. But the area was already flooded, so the drain was filled with water.
Right after the escape, I arrived on the rooftop and discovered Shachi's body.
And kaboom! The hideout exploded!
The drain was buried in the rubble from this explosion. A bomb had been set in advance to hide the killer's escape. After that, we all went around town trying to defuse the bombs. The culprit took advantage of the chaos to open the valve of the reservoir upstream from the power plant.
Since the drain had been dammed in the explosion, when all that backed up water had even more added to it, Marunouman District became totally drenched and shitty.
Right, it became a drenched city. Marunouman District is now flooded, and many facilities have safes made by Amaterasu Corporation. The banks are no exception.
These safes are heavy and difficult to move, but because they're so airtight, they can float on water.
As a result, they all floated out of the flooded banks. Collecting these safes was the culprit's true goal.
Sinking an entire district just to be a small-time leader. I can't tell if the guy thinks big or small.
The only ones who could commit these crimes were the resistance leaders with access to Shachi's gun.
And only one guy was a good enough swimmer to dive right into the drain.
Shachi really did try to save this city. But the culprit not only took over his plan, but killed and framed him.
This criminal lost his pride and dignity as a member of the Resistance, becoming nothing more than a money grubber. And his true identity is...
Icardi! It was you! Finished!
I hate this city. I was sick of all of Shachi's idealistic nonsense. Fighting the peacekeepers wouldn't have changed anything. That's why I was gonna take the money and get out of here. It's this city that's wrong. This rotten place.
Is this the hidden treasure? It is far different than what I was imagining.
I think so. I felt the same way when I first saw one.
So, this is it. I was not much help after all. I relied on you the entire time, Yuma.
That's not true. You're a great partner, Fubuki.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I am grateful to have joined you on this adventure, Yuma. I think it helped me grow as a person. Just a little bit.
Well, you are gonna forget all of it soon. Huh? What?
I am sorry for being so rude to you.
What?
I assumed you were a vulgar god of darkness, based solely on your looks.
Yeah, that's pretty rude of you.
But now I realize that you have been a wonderful guide. When you said you believed in Yuma, I realized there was a bond of trust between the two of you. And now, frankly, I adore you. Please consider being my friend.
You're gonna forget it all anyway.
Yuma, while I may be ignorant and naive, one day, I hope to be a great adventurer and detective, just like you. The labyrinth-delving elite bomb diffuser, he who tames the god of darkness, holy great detective warrior of light. You truly are amazing, Yuma.
That title is getting way too long.
Enough chit-chat. It's time for the part you've all been waiting for.
Huh? What is it? What is about to happen? Wait a minute. Do you mean we are going to leap into the basin?
No. It's time to boot kill the bad guy! Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair. The brilliant soul of shinigami shall expunge this cursed case! Death to all deplorables! To the final mystery labyrinth!
we've returned from the Mystery Labyrinth, but we're still in grave danger. How do we get out of this?
Master, now that I think about it, the culprit isn't here, so there's no way you can prove your innocence. Solving the Mystery Labyrinth doesn't help in this situation one bit.
Come on! Why do we do all that work to discover the truth?
That is what it is. Never give up, Master.
But this time, we're done for.
Now, Dominic, go nuts and crush their little heads! What?
That's enough.
Sorry to keep you waiting, my man. You too, princess.
Tetsuhiko! Halara!
The both of you are safe.
What do you think of my grand entrance? Fitting for a charismatic leader, no?
Master detectives with the same! Unlike a certain trainee.
Hey, big guy! You're messing with the wrong dude. The criminal you're looking for is right here.
What?
That's...
Chibioko! And,
Vivia, did you forget already? I haven't had much screen time, and my name's hard to remember, so I don't blame you.
I was worried about you, Fubuki. And the trainee, too, I guess. I'm kidding. Just joking around.
Everyone is safe! Oh, what a relief.
wait, you're gonna cry? Master, you're gonna cry?
Where did you all come from? You know what'll happen if you interfere with the Peacekeepers!
Like I said, you're messing with the wrong dude. The ones who planted those bombs were the Resistance people on that boat over there. Too bad one of them died from a heart attack. I have no idea why. But if you run an autopsy, you'll find that the cause of death wasn't a homicide.
In other words, Yuma is innocent. Or do peacekeepers punish the innocent?
You can prove his innocence?
You heard her. You got something to say?
I was threatened by Hikari to make those devices. I didn't know what was going on. It's true! I didn't know about the big robbery, and I didn't think that would happen to Shachi! It was all set up by Hikari! Please! I'll confess everything I know! Please spare my life.
We captured them on a boat in front of the bank. Safe deposit boxes owned by the wealthy were floating nearby. They were caught red-handed. One can conclude that the events in question were all part of a bank robbery planned by Icardi.
The leader of the Resistance was also murdered to pin the crimes on him.
After stealing the safes, they were planning to leave Kanai Ward via the waterway. Ironically, Icardi died of a sudden seizure. Trying to take more money than you can carry will only lead to your own downfall. Seems like an expensive lesson.
What about the other leaders of the Resistance? Margala and Aruka. You're saying they had nothing to do with it?
Yes.
Anyway, we're taking Yuma with us. You got no problem with that, right? My terrifying kitten.
Alrighty, gang. Looks like we're free to go.
Yes! The Peacekeeper lady's still staring at me. Maybe she's in love with me.
I don't know about that.
Now that we've handed over the Resistance, the rest is up to the Peacekeepers. Come on, everyone!
I think this solves the case for the time being. Another person died. No, I committed murder. Just because he committed a crime doesn't make it right for me to kill him. He took advantage of Shachi's death, and I hunted him down without hesitation. And thanks to that, another life was lost.
Why do you look so sad? Are you always like this when you solve a case?
Huh? What?
Yuma, you weren't in the wrong. I think you did the right thing.
Huh?
Even if others disagree, I will always say that you were right. So please, don't make that face.
Thank you, Kurumi. If you ask me if what I did was right or wrong, I don't think I was in the right.
That's not true, because...
But I don't need to be right. I need to have conviction.
Conviction?
The strength of a heart that refuses to yield, no matter the situation. Or maybe it's like a detective's creed. Something to guide me when I don't know what to do. It's something I don't have yet. I don't know where to turn when stuff like this happens.
It doesn't seem that way to me. Yuma, you saved me because you wanted to help someone, didn't you? And you got dragged into this mess because you wanted to help the Resistance and the people in the slums.
That has nothing to do with being a detective. It's what any human would normally do.
Is that so? A detective with the conviction to do what any human would normally do is a wonderful thing. This is embarrassing, so I'll only say this once. Even if you deny it yourself, I believe you are in the right. And that's why I hope you'll always be a detective.
That was close. But we managed this time around. Sheesh. Someone has been a huge troublemaker for us. Yuma, the way you keep dragging us into trouble is pure genius.
Oh, he's so flattering.
It wasn't a compliment.
Jeez, you're lucky we even noticed what happened.
Speaking of, where were you all? I searched all over town for you.
That's what I want to ask. I told you about the emergency meeting place for this sort of stuff.
Meeting place? Huh?
The multi-purpose building where the detective agency used to be. I brought you there the day you arrived. Huh? I didn't tell you?
This is the first time I've heard about it.
Seriously? I see. Guess I forgot to mention it. Then again, you did arrive late to Kanai Ward. Yeah, that must be it. Yep.
Wait, you're just sweeping it under the rug? I was in a lot of trouble back there.
Sorry about that. Well, everyone's okay, so it's all good. Still, weren't you with him, Fubuki? I know I told you about the meeting place.
Yep, I just remembered right now.
Figures. Well, I'm glad to see you're safe too, Fubuki.
Still, I'm surprised you weren't fooled by the bomb threat and saw the real motive was the bank robbery.
That's because a certain sleepyhead woke up today. We arrived at the truth this time thanks to Vivia's investigation.
So that unmotivated, anemic vampire helped?
I was just lucky. I noticed the abnormal water levels. Saw the hydroelectric power plant's drainage channel from above.
From above?
I just happened to see it from a bird's eye view. Observation is the foundation to being a detective. To a detective, the act of deduction is like a game. And the truth is what a detective desires. Like a precious stone, it's something I'd desire if I stared at it too long. So, dreaming about it is enough for me. Because it's a pain in the ass.
I have no idea what he's talking about. Do you?
At the very least, his statements aren't really based on logic.
I want to die someday.
He's incomprehensible as usual, but it's amazing how he solved the case by himself.
Hey, Master? This guy is...
What is it?
Never mind. Maybe it's my imagination.
Anyway, that solves it. Now we should... Whoa, what? I thought we were done here!
Hey, sewer rats.
You!
Yomi Hellsmile, director of the Peacekeepers. What is he doing here?
Damn. How did the city end up like this? Why are a bunch of terrorists getting in our way? Why is Kanai Ward being destroyed? I was finally able to guide this foolish city down the right path. I keep saying I'll teach these fools what law and order is all about. But now, there's another bunch who defy me, disrupting the peace in the city! Hey! Why is that? When will peace finally come to this place?
Now? I understand you're irritated, but let's all relax for a second.
So what do you want with us?
Hand over that terrorist immediately. Otherwise, you will all receive the death penalty.
Huh? Death penalty?
When you say terrorist, you mean Yuma? Because that issue has been resolved already.
Regardless of who the mastermind is, the fact of the matter is, he planted bombs around the city. You think you can just plead ignorance? Even small crimes cannot go unpunished. That is the meaning of justice.
No, but he...
Chief, let me go.
Don't get hasty. This is just an excuse to capture you.
But at this rate, everyone here will be arrested.
I've already told you that self-sacrifice is worthless here. I can neutralize them all in under 25 seconds.
Knock it off, Halara. How many of us would also die in that same amount of time?
If things go bad, then I will turn back time.
If you get taken out first, it's the end for all of us. I won't make such a dangerous bet.
Then what do we do? Everyone's gonna get killed at this rate!
Let's fight the peacekeepers.
Huh? You too, Yuma?
Hey! This isn't a mystery labyrinth! You'll die instantly, Master!
Kurumi's here too. There's no guarantee she won't get hit by crossfire. There's nothing more painful than being unable to protect those you love. Do you get that, Yuma?
Love?
Well...
What's gotten into you, Chief? You're never this serious.
I didn't expect to get this heated either.
All right, filthy maggots. Are you done playing around? You'll reconsider your beliefs after a single night. Once you go through my torture, not only will you sell out your friends, you'll beg me to kill them to save yourself.
I can reduce it to 20 seconds. Kazuhiko, Livia, please look after the others.
I guess we have to do this.
This is such a pain. Where has my peace and quiet gone?
Freeze! If you resist, you'll be executed on the spot.
Stay back! Don't touch my master!
What's going on? Director Yomi! Something is falling from the sky!
It's the masked man.
Oh my. Even though we're friends, you've already forgotten my name? I'm Makoto Kagutsuchi. What is it? Oh, you want to know about this hot air balloon? Cool, huh? I flew here from the tower.
From the tower? What do you want?
Hello, Yomi. I'll take care of the rest, so you can leave now.
You intend to let these criminals run free? Just because you're the CEO of Amaterasu doesn't give you free rein to disrupt Kanai Ward's peace.
Amaterasu CEO? Is this weird guy in a mask?
Hey, Yuma, when did you meet such a big shot?
It just sorta happened.
Hello, detectives. This is the first time we've met, besides Yuma. Huh? You want to know why I'm wearing this mask? Well, I was born a prince in a certain nation, but while still young, I was dragged into a revolution. The nation was overthrown and the royal family had their titles stripped away. My family was killed. I was the only one spared. The revolutionaries imprisoned me because they had other plans. I was forced to wear a mask to conceal my face. That mask was designed to never come off. And now, the mask has become my face.
He's talking way too long and none of it sounds true at all.
The story changed from last time.
I didn't ask about your history. Hand them over.
Yomi, I don't want to quarrel with you here. I really would hate for things to escalate. Just this once, may I ask you to withdraw? Please.
You get one. There won't be a second. As for you sewer rats, you best be prepared. The next time you catch my eye, there will be no mercy. If you don't like it, go back to the sewers.
Phew! That clears my vision up. There were too many people for me to see behind this mask. Now that things are all resolved, let's walk home.
Hey, wait a minute!
Seems like a lot has happened since we first met. The look on your face has changed. Did you get taller?
I doubt I could grow taller in such a short time, but a lot has happened. Are you really the CEO of Amaterasu, sir?
No need for formalities. Call me Makoto. And yes, it's true.
That means you're the top-ranking person at Amaterasu Corporation, right?
I guess you could put it that way.
I thought he worked there, but who could have guessed he was so high up the ladder?
You said you wanted to stop the Peacekeepers, but don't you have the authority to dismiss them yourself?
A company isn't that simple. One careless act, and I'd be the one dismissed. The power in Amaterasu Corporation is currently imbalanced and very fragile. At this rate, it won't be long until they control everything, besides me.
I see.
If you want to strike the Peacekeepers, you must gather all the firepower you can and take them out in a single shot. Anything less will be like cutting off a lizard's tail. Yomi is the Peacekeeper's heart and brain. He'll be unscathed. If I could gather evidence of his evil actions, I'd declare his exile publicly for the world to see. In any case, you can speak to me when you require help. I'll run to your aid with my awesome hot air balloon. Or shall I say fly? The Peacekeepers may have me beat in numbers, but my love for Kanai Ward rivals them.
Right.
Well, I'll excuse myself now.
Hey, hold on! There's still more we need to go over.
I'm sorry, but it's time for prayer. I pray for Kanai Ward's peace across all districts. I pray each hour of the day, so I am rather busy. I must hurry back.
He doesn't intend on taking us seriously.
Oh, by the way, you should check out where your agency used to be.
Huh? Why?
It's a surprise.
Sounds kinda shady, but I guess I can play along. We have nowhere to go right now anyway.
immediately back to normal. Is this the CEO's true power?
His cursed powers have conjured a submarine.
Whoa! My agency! My...
I can't be genuinely happy about this. It may be bugged to eavesdrop on us.
Is my beautiful bed of peace and quiet still there? If not, then let me die.
Chief, there's a letter here. Looks like it's from Makoto.
Let's see what it says.
To the detectives of the Nocturnal Detective Agency. This is my gift to you for solving this case. It is proper payment for your work, so please accept it. The souls of Kanai Ward's residents are with you. Their war carries on. I have high hopes for you all. From the highest points in Kanai Ward, with love, Makoto Kagutsuchi.
High hopes? Why would the CEO of Amaterasu say that about us? Well, he did ask us to accept this, so I guess we'll take the submarine.
He must be planning to manipulate us in the power struggle for the company. Ugh, this will come at a high price.
Also, he had an odd face for someone who is supposedly a CEO.
No, that was clearly a mask.
A mask? What is that?
Where do I even begin? Yuma, you take care of this.
Me?
I'll explain it. Fubuki, so a mask is...
Wait, why did you follow us here? Don't you know this is our top secret detective agency?
Don't sweat the small stuff. Besides, an informant is practically a detective anyway. Right, Yuma?
Huh? You gotta be kidding me. You two still have the hots for each other. Well, I guess it's fine. I support you. You're a fully Desuhiko-approved couple.
Wait! A couple?
I won't allow it! Master is far too young for this!
Oh, I just remembered. When I was watching from above, a resident said something that was rather concerning.
You said above again. What does that even mean?
Sorry, Yuma. I'm so tired I don't want to talk more than I need to.
All right, let's focus on the important information. What did you hear that concerned you?
It's about that homunculus research.
Weren't you...
The homunculus research. Let's talk to Vivia to see what information he's found.
I don't know how reliable Vivia's information is, my man. I don't know how...
Homunculus. What is that again?
No, they're the immortal monsters that Amaterasu Corporation was.
Oh, the homunculus research. I wonder what he knows.
Yeah. I wonder what information he got. Anyway, let's speak with Vivia.
The resident is an old man. He used to work for Amaterasu Corporation. According to him, something happened 10 years ago. Amaterasu set up a secret lab somewhere in Kanai Ward to conduct their homunculus research. That lab still exists somewhere.
A secret lab for homunculus research? That sounds super shady. It's exactly what we're looking for!
Looks like we need to search for that lab to figure out Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Very well. I shall personally go and find the secret lab.
I'll help too! After all, I am Kanai Ward's greatest informant.
All right. Kurumi, I need you to keep the reins on Yuma so he doesn't get in trouble again.
You got it! Now, let's go investigate, Yuma!
Hey!
You don't have my permission for this, you know!
I see. So, that's the cursed Book of Death. It's dangerous. Very dangerous. So dangerous, it could destroy Kanai Ward, or even the world. I must do something.